Konnichiwa YouTube! Welcome to Archeage 2.0 with your host OnlyOneShinobi. Who is this? Yeah, that's right. I'm a Firin now. Look a little bit like Avatar, not the last airbender, although he's pretty cool. I'm over here actually, I'm reporting live from the Morpheus server. Okay, not live because this is actually pre-recorded, but I'm reporting to you from Morpheus, the new fresh start server. I thought I'd take a look around, give you guys an update on the land situation, how things are going, and discuss some rumors that have been going around on the forums and on some particular YouTube channels about pay to win. Yeah, let's just get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run around and take a look at the land situation, give you guys an update, and if I find anything out of the ordinary, we'll take a look. So it might be edited in a bunch of places. I should mention that I'm over here on Morpheus. I am in the guild Memento. Someone found me. Shout out to Provantis Gaming, YouTube subscriber. Thanks for saying hello. And his in-game name, Keelan. We're here in the Memento Guild on Morpheus. They are recruiting, so they are a friendly bunch of guys. If you are interested, you should give them a shout out and let them know you want to join. So let's say this now. Shout out to YouTube. Thanks for having me. And the keyline. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to run around and take a look. One thing that was mentioned a lot, you'll see it here in the distance, are the solarium houses that were given away as gifts and then later sold online for about $150. And these things were given out when you start on any server, wherever you redeem your code. You get a full kit that you can place down instantly. So this guy here, either he got the gift from going to the convention or he bought his code online. His name is Crow, I believe. This is the only one that I've seen so far out here in Oxeon Clan. You put the whole house down, it just pops up like this, and then you can automatically start planting. So people were complaining about this because it gives people kind of an unfair advantage at the start here. They're able to plant all this stuff and get started before anyone else can even build their houses. As you can see, there isn't much build here, just farm plots or land plots. But you know what, like in the long run, the house is less farming area than a 16 by 16 farm, so really I think in the long run it's not going to be that much of a difference. I mean, as you can see, this guy's already got his house up. It didn't take him that long, so if you know what you're doing, you can get up to speed and match them quite quickly. It's not going to give them too much of a head start. If you are just starting out, there are some things that you should be doing. This guy here, for example, already has his improved scarecrow farm. This is something that you're going to want to do as quickly as possible. So do your quest line, get your 8x8, and then upgrade this thing into a 16 as quickly as possible. If you go under construction, farms, farmer workstation, you'll see improved scarecrow farm. So get your wood, your iron, your cloth, and your brick, and then upgrade that puppy as quickly as possible and get that placed down. So I am out here in Oxeon Clan. This land is pretty much all taken up. There's nothing else available here, so don't go here if you're looking for land. But there is quite a lot of land available, so it's not hopeless. We are about 24 hours into, or just after 24 hours filming of this video, and there's quite a bit of land still available. So I suggest doing your farm quest, getting your 8x8, and then rushing 15 guildas by following the storyline quest. Or if you can have the time to go straight for your thatched farmhouse design, and then worry about the materials later. That's going to be your best bet to securing enough land so that you can save up for later, get the materials, and build it. Up here, this is the, what is this area called? I forget. Cloud Grain, where the snow-lined mounts are, and this area right next to Cloud Grain is all full, but if you head a little further back in this area, it's actually quite empty. So Falkor actually is going to be a high value land area. If you can secure land here, you're going to be able to sell it off later in the game for quite a bit of money. So as you can see here, this is all empty. I mean, there's nothing here. I mean, you can pretty much place down whatever you want. You know, place down a thatch, place down 16 by 16 house, place down your farm, whatever you want out here. This land is gonna skyrocket in price later in the game, and that's mostly because once you get your trade ships and once people get their packs going, the Falkor packs, the Falkor larders, cheese, honey, etc., is gonna be worth a lot of money. It's one of the most high valued safe zone packs that you can create. So I would suggest, if you're still on Morpheus and you're playing, this is a good location to come. There's plenty of land available. Put down your houses and get that started, because later you're going to want those larders. So here we are then in Wind's Promise. This is the south part of Falkor. So again, you can see a lot of unbuilt houses. Some people have their 16s up already. This is something that you could rush if you really want to. I think building the house is not as important as getting the land and then building your scarecrow farm. So if I were you, I would put the house plan down and then work on upgrading your 8x8 into a 16, and that way you can get 2 16s hopefully all together. As you'll notice here in the back of Wind's Promise, there's all of this empty land out here, so it's just ripe for the taking. Come and get your Falkor land, because there's plenty of it. Okay, so we're out here in Anvilton, actually, Tiger Spine Mountains, and this is obviously one of the first places to fill up. This is, you know, Anvilton. This is right next to the farm quest area, so this area is quite full. There's still random plots where you might be able to fit an 8x8, but chances are no one's going to buy that or upgrade that anytime soon, so I wouldn't recommend coming here. And to be honest, this area is really not that good, except that it's a temperate zone, so just ignore it anyway. There isn't much other land housing area in Tiger Spine. There's some houses along the road here, but we're just going to ignore that area for now and head down into Arkham. I wanted to just mention that one particular YouTuber made a ruckus about these majestic trees. These are the large trees that you can only fit on a lunar farm. Now, the thing about it is that you can place it down immediately and then get 1,000 logs really quickly. And he hypothesized, and he shall remain nameless for now, but he hypothesized that pay-to-win people were going to spend a lot of money on these packs. Here we are, actually, sorry. Here we are in, what is this area? I forget what it's called now, but we're just north of Windsleeves, that's it. Just south of Tiger Spine, north of Windsleeves here in Arkham Iris. This is another nicely contested area. There's tons of land here. I mean, there's just things sitting everywhere. So get that Gilded design and get it down as quickly as possible. What was I saying? He hypothesized that people who were really paid to win and serious about being paid to win, look at all this empty land, people that were paid to win would just, you know, buy these packs from the website for $150. These are the like founders packs or boosters packs, whatever they are, because they included 5 majestic trees. So he said that they were going to do this, place down the trees, get 5,000 logs, and then they'd be so far ahead that it just, you know, there would be no way to catch up with him, that it was a big cash grab on Trion's part and they're a horrible company. Well, you know, my sources tell me that they haven't even seen a single one of these majestic trees. I have yet to see one. Most of the land is just empty. I think everyone's focused on, you know, getting their house or their farm. And even the illegal farms, there's been no majestic tree sightings. So, you know, if I'm wrong and if you see one, definitely take a screenshot, leave it in the comment section or something and let me know, because I'm seriously doubting that that's even going to be a problem. So we're going to run through Arkham Iris. Looks like Windsleeves is still pretty empty, which is good news. So there's plenty of land available there. We're going to head over to Parched Sun, Hatora, and then up through Maha into Solas, because Solas and Villanelle are 2 of the most contested areas in terms of land. And I will meet you guys out there if I see anything exciting. Okay, here we are. We're approaching City of Towers in Mahadevi. I'm gonna go in there and get the teleport area. I did go through Parched Sun Settlement in Arkham Iris. It's completely empty. There are 0 houses there. So if you want to go there, I don't know why you would, because there's so much land available. But Hatora is pretty full. I wouldn't go there. Windsleeves, like we said, was quite empty. So Windsleeves is actually pretty good if you're running packs into Windscour, so it's a good place. Hatora is full, and Parched Sun is completely empty if you want to go ahead and get some land there. If you're just farming, it's really not such a good place because it's arid climate, and you can make packs there, I suppose, but I don't know where you're going to move them to. If you're going to do that, Windsleeves is probably a better place. Assuming that the rest of the housing zones are like this, that means that the land is pretty much out there and ready to be taken. Even here in Mahadevi, which again I wouldn't really recommend. There's really no good reason to put here at the City of Towers. Up north at the Pumpkin Patch is good, and we'll take a look there in a few minutes. We're gonna run out to Ostera first, and then up to Lutsong. The Pumpkin Patch is nice because of its proximity to the ocean, so if you're doing intercontinental trade runs, it's a good staging area, as well as Torchfire Bay in Lutsong Harbor. But we're going to run out to Solas Headlands first, and maybe check Halcyona if we can. Okay, and now we're out here in Solas Headlands. This is another good zone to get land in early on, even though it may not seem like it. We're here now in Traveler Springs. There are a few houses here. Traveler Springs is not the best place to put your land, but any land in Solas really is going to be a hot commodity later in the game. And this is going back to, again, the trade packs. So if you watch any of my videos at all, you'll know that we did do a lot of red spice runs, and these are the specialty packs that are craftable once the fellowship plazas go down. So I definitely recommend this if you're wanting to be a trader. If you wanted to do Gilda stars, then this is going to be a good place for you to put down. So so far we've got, let's see, larders. If you want to do larders, then Falkor is a good place to go. There's land in Wind's Promise and Cloudgrain. If you're doing Windscour packs, then you can put down in Windsleeves. There's probably tons of land in Windscour, but I'm not going to run out there today. And then out here in Solas, if you're wanting to do Gildas or Gilda stars, this is going to be a good place for you, because the specialty packs here are worth more Gilda than other locations. So definitely get a land down here if you're planning on doing Gilda runs at some point in the future, once those fellowship plazas go down. So I'm going to run around here, and then we'll take a look at Halo Hollow and the thatched area, what used to be the thatched area north of that. And then if I find anything exciting, I'll come back to you. If not, then I'll meet you guys out there in Lutsong Harbor. As our final stop for this video, we're out here in Diamond Shores, actually. Keelan was kind enough to get me the teleport. This land is not going so quickly, so it's an excellent place. I think Memento, the guild, is going to set up out here on this little island and try to get as much land as possible. It's going to be a nice area later in the game when people start reaching level 55. It's beautiful, beautiful view. So far I don't have a house, but this is my 8x8 here, set up just along the coast. Overlooking the library, and this is where I'm going to plant myself from now on. So all that being said, we took a look today in this video, we took a look at just a few zones, Falkor, Tiger Spine, Arkham, Solas, and Maha, about half of, well, a quarter of Haranya anyway. Basically the major cities are full, right? Oxion is full, in Arkham Iris, Hatora, this is a contested area. Mahadevi is kind of empty, and Solas Headlands in Halo Hollow. Halo Hollow is full. The rest of the zones up here is also full, but what is this? Traveler Spring is still good, so you can get some land out here if you're planning to run Gilda. My suggestion to you, if you're still choosing where to put your land, is to decide what you want to do. If you want to be a gilded trader, Solas Headlands is the place to go. If you want to do larder packs, then I recommend Falkor or Windscour Savannah. I didn't check there, but I'm betting there's land available. If you're planning on doing fishing, you might want to look into Yinister, possibly Villanelle. Villanelle probably is filled up around Torchfire Bay and Lutzong here, but possibly out in the east there might be land available. I'll be bringing you updates on Morpheus as time goes on, so if you have questions or if you have comments, definitely leave me some comments in the comment section below. If you do see any majestic trees, then leave me a shout out, because I want to prove that it's really not a pay to win, it's really not a cash grab on Tryon, that by disabling the majestic trees from the cash shop, they actually did you a service and not, you know, not something negative. So, in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Big shout out to Keelan, again, Proventus Gaming on YouTube. Thanks for finding me in game. And Memento, thanks for giving me a home. Memento will be recruiting, so I think the GM here is Faye. If you're interested in joining, just leave. He's not online. Sorry. Give him a message in game or whisper Keelan. He's my buddy here. And they can get you an invite. They said they're planning to be pro-faction. They're not going to pirate or attack people unnecessarily. So they will defend themselves, but that's their stance as it is. Just looking for friendly guys to hang out with, have a good time playing the game, people who like the game. So leave them a shout out or message me and I can forward you along. So for now, that's going to be all, and I will try to post this as quickly as possible, get this out to you, and then I will start working on the profession guides and housing upgrades and features of 2.0. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. For now, Shinobi out.